this video I'm going to share my thoughts on how to go about planning a landscape shoot. Tomorrow morning I'm planning to shoot at Bodiam Castle in Kent, and I've got a number of things that I tend to go through before I set off, just to make sure that I'm fully prepared and I know what to expect when I get there. So number one on my list is to first of all just go to Google Images and have a look at what to expect. So I'm just going to type in Bodiam Castle and go straight to the images and just have a look, see what the castle looks like, or the subject looks like, what you're planning to shoot, and just to get a feel for the area and what the access is like, and so on. So there you go. That looks like quite a good location to shoot. So we can move on to the next item on my list. What I tend to do now is to check the weather, just to make sure I know what to expect tomorrow morning. So I just use the BBC for this, and Ashford is the nearest biggest town, so I'm going to type in Ashford in Kent, and Tuesday, and it looks like mist and fog tomorrow morning, which is, I'm quite happy about that. 7 o'clock in the morning, sunrise is at 3 minutes past 7, so a little bit of mist, so I'm hoping from a clear night to get down there, and hopefully looking at the pictures we've just been looking at, the mist, might get some low-level mist forming over the moat, which will give me some really atmospheric pictures. So I'm quite pleased with that. And it's also worth noting how cloudy the sky is going to be, because for landscape shots, I think it's probably best to hope for broken clouds, so that the sun can stream through the clouds, through the gaps in the clouds, to give you that golden morning light, which many landscape photographers are actually looking for. So looks like tomorrow morning is ideal for the castle. Mist and fog lifting to give sunshine. So hopefully you should get some golden light and a little bit of mist over the moat. So I'm quite happy about that. The next thing that I tend to do is to go to Google Maps. So to Google Maps and type in Bodiam Castle in Kent, UK, and there we go. So now I'm just looking at satellite images for the castle, so that I can get a feel for, again, what the surrounding area looks like. I've lost it, there it is. There we go. So bearing in mind it's a castle, a lot of places like this in the UK are owned by the National Trust, and you can't usually get close up to places like this without paying an entrance fee, and obviously being there at sunrise in the morning, it's not going to be open. So looking at this picture and the pictures that we've already looked at, it does seem that you can get early morning access to the castle without having to pay or get through any barriers or anything like that. So it looks like there's a pub here called the Castle Inn. Opposite there is a car park with easy access. This looks like an overflow car park with an easy access pathway right up to the moat, and there's a pathway going all the way around the outside, which looks like it's giving fairly easy access. It doesn't look like there are any barriers or gates to get through. So coupled with the pictures that we've just been looking at, some of those were taken at sunrise or very early in the morning, it does seem that you can get to the castle without paying an entrance fee or waiting for it to open. So it looks like I can get easy access. So I'm quite pleased with that. Car parking, it looks like, well, first thing in the morning, no one's going to be around, so I'll probably leave the car here somewhere, and I can just walk up through this pathway onto the through the trees there, onto the pathway around the moat, and I can shoot and from my location there. The next job that I do is to check the angle of light and the sunrise and sunset times. So I use the Photographer's Ephemeris for this. This is a standalone app. It is available for iOS for the iPhone and the iPad, but I've got it on the Mac as well. So again, typing in Bodiam Castle. This is using Google Maps again. And we'll zoom in. And the yellow and orange lines indicate the sunrise and sunset, and the blue lines indicate moonrise and moonset. So again, switching to satellite images, zooming right in, and it looks like the sunrise is obviously going to light the eastern side, and I'll be leaving probably at about 9 o'clock after I finish shooting, unless there's any particular reason to stay. So sunrise is coming in on the eastern side, as you would expect. So where do I want to shoot from? I would think probably either the northeastern corner or the southeastern corner, and by doing that I can get the golden light on the side of the building. And I think that's probably the best place and the best light on offer, so that's where I'm planning to shoot from. And moving over to the right hand side here, it's going to be Tuesday the 19th of February tomorrow, so just to double check, the sunrise is going to happen at 2 minutes past 7 in the morning, and it also gives you the angle of the sun as well, so you can use that if you need to. But as you can see from here, it's just fairly straightforward from an easterly direction, which is good enough for my purposes. So I need to be there at 2 minutes past 7. I will probably want to be there at I reckon by about 20 past 6, maybe a little bit earlier. So I need to get there and get set up for just before sunrise. So the final step in my process is to go to a route planner, and I use TomTom for this. I'm still in maps there, TomTom route planner, and I live in Basingstoke. And I'm going to Bodiam Castle in Kent, and I'm going to be leaving, well, let's just say, for example, tomorrow at let's say 4 o'clock, see what that gives us. 5 o'clock. Plan route, and there we go. So what I'm looking for here is the time it's going to take me. So it's 94 miles and it's going to take me 1 hour and 40 minutes. So let's say 1 hour and 50 minutes. And I want to be there at around 6:40. Or maybe 6:30. So I need to calculate the time I'm going to leave home and take that into account, and then I can get to Bodiam knowing that I'm going to be there in time for sunrise and the crucial time when I want to take the pictures. Anyway, that's my process, my personal process about how I go about planning a landscape shoot. I hope that's of some interest, and thanks for watching.